What up, y'all? It's boy, Mr. Downtown Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, September 18th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. The 69th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards took place last night at the Microsoft Theater in L.A. with The Late Show host Stephen Colbert emceeing. Here are the complete list of winners below. Veep won for Best Comedy Series, while Julia Louis-Dreyfus won Best Actress in a Comedy Series. Donald Glover won Best Actor in a Comedy Series for his role in Atlanta. Alec Baldwin won Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series for Saturday Night Live, while Kate McKinnon won Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for Saturday Night Live. Best Directing for a Comedy Series went to Donald Glover for the episode BAN for Atlanta. Best Writing for a Comedy Series went to Aziz Ansari and Lena Wath for the episode Thanksgiving for Masters of None. Best Drama Series went to The Handmaid's Tale from Hulu. Sterling K. Brown won for Best Actor in a Drama Series for This Is Us, while Elizabeth Moss won Best Actress in a Drama Series for The Handmaid's Tale. Ann Dow won for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for The Handmaid's Tale, while John Lithgow won Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series for The Crown. Best Directing for a Drama Series went to Reed Morano for Alfred, the pilot to the show The Handmaid's Tale. Bruce Miller won Best Writing for a Drama Series for the episode Alfred, pilot for The Handmaid's Tale. Best Limited Series went to Big Little Lies from HBO. Best Television Movie went to Black Mirror from Netflix. Nicole Kidman won for Best Actress in a Limited Series or Television Movie for Big Little Lies. Riz Ahmed won for Best Actor in a Limited Series or Television Movie for his role in The Night Of. Alexander Skarsgård won Best Supporting Actor in a Limited Series or Television Movie for his role in Big Little Lies, while Laura Dern won Best Supporting Actress in a Limited Series or Television Movie for Big Little Lies. Best Directing for a Limited Series, Movie, or Dramatic Special went to Jean-Marc Vallée for Big Little Lies. Best Writing for a Limited Series, Movie, or Dramatic Special went to Charlie Brooker for the episode Jan Jupanero for Black Mirror. Best Variety Sketch Series went to Saturday Night Live. Best Variety Talk Series went to Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Best Directing for a Variety Series went to Don Roy King for the Saturday Night Live episode hosted by Jimmy Fallon. Best Writing for a Variety Series went to the team of Last Week's Tonight with John Oliver. Best Reality Competition Program went to The Voice from NBC. Former White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer had a cameo on Sunday's Emmy Awards ceremony in Los Angeles. Last week, Melissa McCarthy won an award at the Creative Arts Emmys for her impression of Spicer on Saturday Night Live. Stephen Colbert, the master of ceremonies for this weekend's gala, where most of the acting Emmys are being distributed. Of course, what really matters to U.S. President Donald Trump is ratings. You've got to have the big numbers, and I certainly hope we achieve that tonight. Unfortunately, at this point, we have no way of knowing how big our audience is. I mean, is there anyone who could say how big the audience is? Sean, do you know? Spicer, dressed in a tuxedo, then entered the stage, pushing a podium that said the Emmys Hollywood. The audience roared with laughter, with Veep co-stars Tony Hale and Anna Chalumsky and House of Cards actor Kevin Spacey visibly delighted. McCarthy appeared a bit uncomfortable, putting her hand up to her face, but eventually clapping. Spicer declared, "This will be the largest audience to witness an Emmys, period, both in person and around the world." Colbert said, "Wow, that really suits my fragile ego. I can understand why you want one of these guys around. Melissa McCarthy, everybody give it up." Spicer laughed at the remark. Dave Bautista is a replicant trying to do the right thing in a new Blade Runner 2049 prequel short that helps connect the upcoming sequel to the original film. The clip released Thursday through iTunes Trailers is the second of the three planned shorts that will fill in the gaps between 2019, when the first Blade Runner takes place, and 2049, when the new story takes place. Directed by Luke Scott, the son of Ridley Scott, who directed the original and is producing the sequel, the video features Bautista as Sapper, a replicant who delivers a favorite book of his to a young friend on the neon-soaked streets of Los Angeles. Titled 2048, Nowhere to Run, Bautista is then seen getting into a deadly fight with a group of guys who begins to harass his friend, and her mother. The former WWE star seems displays to the onlooking crowd that he is a replicant due to how he was able to easily defeat the men without feeling any pain. A bystander then informs authorities on the phone that he has spotted a replicant as Bautista flees the scene. The first prequel short released in August featured Jared Leto as replicant inventor Leander Wallace, who pleaded with the government officials to end a replicant prohibition. Blade Runner 2049 stars Bautista, Leto, Ryan Gosling, and a returning Harrison Ford, and is set to arrive in theaters on October 6th. The sci-fi sequel, directed by Denis Villeneuve, is tracking to earn at least $40 million at the box office during its opening weekend, according to early estimates, Variety reported. Lionsgate's next entry to their Keanu Reeves action series John Wick Chapter 3 has been scheduled to arrive in theaters on May 17, 2019. Chapter 3 will mark the first time the series arrived in the summer and will once again be directed by Chad Stahelski, who helmed the second film, Variety reported. Stahelski also co-directed the first film along with David Leitch. Plot details concerning the sequel are being kept under wraps. John Wick Chapter 2 last saw Reeves' deadly hitman fight off a collection of assassins seeking a large bounty placed on his head. The franchise has been successful for Lionsgate, with John Wick grossing $88 million worldwide after launching in October 2014, and John Wick Chapter 2, which was released in February of this year, and taking in $171 million globally. Chapter 3 is the only film scheduled for May 17, 2019, with Disney planning to release a new Avengers film, and Sony set to release its adaptation of the Rosie Project earlier in the month, noted the Hollywood Reporter. Sony Pictures Entertainment says the Crown star Claire Foy has been hired to portray the heroine in The Girl in the Spider's Web. Production is to begin in January in Berlin and Stockholm, with the film scheduled to be released on October 19, 2018. Don't Breathe director Fede Alvarez is helming the second installment in Sony's Millennium film franchise, which began with The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo in 2012. Alvarez said in a statement Friday, "I couldn't be more thrilled about Claire taking the reins of the iconic Lisbeth Salander. Claire is an incredible rare talent who will inject a new and exciting life into Lisbeth. I can't wait to bring this new story to a worldwide audience with Claire Foy at its core." The Millennium films are based on the popular novels by the late Stieg Larsson and his successor David Lagercrantz. Lisbeth was played by Rooney Mara in the Hollywood version of Tattoo and by Naomi Rapace in several Swedish movies inspired by the books. Jamie Lee Curtis has signed on to star in the next installment in the Halloween franchise film. The Universal Studios Entertainment said in its Facebook page Friday, Jamie Lee Curtis returns to her iconic role as Laurie Strode in Halloween movie, coming to theaters October 19, 2018. No other details about the project were immediately released, but the post did include a photo of Curtis standing outside a house with white-masked serial killer Michael Myers in the doorway behind her holding a knife. A jack-o'-lantern is on the porch by her feet. Curtis tweeted alongside the same photo, "Same porch, same clothes, same issues 40 years later, headed back to Haddonfield one last time for Halloween, release date October 19th, 2018. Jamie Lee Curtis has appeared in 6 of the existing 10 Halloween movies. Curtis played the role in 4 installments from 1978 to 2002, and Scout Taylor Compton portrayed characters in 2 reboots features released in 2007 and 2009. Jennifer Lawrence portrays a highly skilled assassin in the first trailer for Fox's upcoming spy thriller, Red Sparrow. The clip released Thursday features the actress wearing a variety of wigs and dresses as she hunts down her targets with deadly results. A voiceover explains, "When I was in Moscow, I heard about a program of young officers trained to seduce and manipulate, to use their bodies, to use everything. They call them sparrows. That's what she is." Joel Egerton, who stars in the film as a CIA agent looking to earn Lawrence's trust, is also featured in the trailer as Lawrence stalks him by the swimming pool. The synopsis reads, "While she suffers a career-ending injury, Dominica, played by Lawrence, and her mother are facing a bleak and uncertain future. That is why she finds herself manipulated into becoming the newest recruit for Sparrow School, a secret intelligence service that trains exceptional young people like her to use their bodies and minds as weapons. After enduring the perverse and sadistic training process, she emerges as the most dangerous Sparrow the program has ever produced. Dominica must now reconcile the person she was with, the power she now commands, with her with her own life and everyone she cares about at risk, including an American CIA agent played by Edgerton, who tries to convince her he is the only person she can trust. Red Sparrow from director Francis Lawrence also stars Jeremy Irons, Mary Louise Parker, Charlotte Rampling, and Matthias Schoener-Netris. The film is set to arrive in theaters on March 2nd, 2018. Comedy Central has given Trevor Noah a 5-year contract extension to remain the host of The Daily Show through 2022. Comedy Central President Kent Alterman said in a statement Thursday, "Trevor makes us look smart on a daily basis, and for that we're grateful." The Daily Show host says, "I'm thrilled to be continuing this amazing journey with both fans on The Daily Show and Comedy Central. It's really exciting to renew this contract for either 5 more years or until Kim Jong-un annihilates us all, whichever comes first." Noah is approaching his 2-year anniversary hosting the political-centric late-night show after he took over for a departing Jon Stewart in September 2015. The new deal keeps the 33-year-old as the host, writer, and executive producer of The Daily Show. Noah will also be producing and hosting year-end specials that are set to be this year, Variety reported. On September 25th, Comedy Central will launch The Opposition with Jordan Kepler, produced by Noah, that will be taking over the Daily Show 11:30 p.m. time slot previously held by The Nightly Show with Larry Whitmore. Jim Carrey has signed on to star in a new Showtime comedy series called Kidding. Showtime has given the project a 10-episode straight-to-series order that comes from creator Dave Holstein and will be directed by filmmaker Michael Gondry, noted The Hollywood Reporter. Holstein is a writer and producer on Showtime's Weeds and I'm Dying Up Here, while Carrey executive produces. The actor will also be executive producing Kidding with Gondry, Jason Bateman, Rafi Alden, Jane Gavrantid, and fellow I'm Dying Up Here executive producer Michael Aguilar. Gondry previously directed Carrey in the critically acclaimed love drama Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Kidding will star Carrey as Jeff, a children's television icon known as Mr. Pickles, who also helms a multi-million-dollar branding empire, Variety reported. The series will explore how Carrey's character deals with the implosion of his family. Showtime CEO David Nevins said in a statement, "No one inhabits a character like Jim Carrey, and this role, which is like watching Humpty Dumpty after the fall, is going to leave television audiences wondering how they went so long without him." He also added, with his Eternal Sunshine partner Michael Gondry on board to direct, "We are on our way to a magnetic, volcanic, and emotional viewing experience." Netflix says it has ordered a 10-episode second season of Atypical, a comedy created, written, and executive produced by Roba Rashid. The 8-episode first season is now streaming online. Oscar-winning producer Seth Gordon executive produced and directed 2 episodes in season 1. A synopsis reads, Atypical is a coming-of-age story from the point of view of Sam, played by Keira Gilchrist, an 18-year-old on the autistic spectrum searching for love and independence. While Sam is on his funny and emotional journey of self-discovery, the rest of his family must grapple with change in their own lives while exploring the questions, what does it really mean to be normal? Jennifer Jason Leigh and Michael Rappaport plays Sam's parents, and Amy Okududa plays his therapist. Season 2 is scheduled to begin streaming in 2018. The History Channel says it has ordered a 6-part political thriller called The Breach, inside the impeachment of Bill Clinton. The adaptation of Peter Baker's best-selling book was announced this week by Eli Lear, the Executive Vice President of Programming for History. The miniseries is being executive produced and directed by R.J. Cutler. The synopsis reads, featuring an array of well-known modern political figures, The Breach will bring audiences behind the secrets and scenes of an event that changed Washington forever, the first impeachment of an elected president in American history. This drama builds upon our core scripted programming slated of compelling contemporary storytelling that embraces our recent history, and we're confident RJ will bring a unique vision to President Clinton's gripping story. Cutler said, at the dawn of the cable network's wars and the social media revolution, The Breach is a remarkable political story. It is the origin tale of how our government was broken and has never really healed. It is also a thrilling tale of personal and professional ambition, of enormous hubris in the name of acquiring power, and of personal foibles, all of which nearly brought down a presidency. Casting is currently underway. Passing to report, Paris, Texas, and Big Love actor Harry Dean Stanton has died at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles at the age of 91. Variety confirmed his death Friday and said it was due to natural causes. The entertainment industry trade newspaper offered no other details regarding his final hours. Stanton's other credits include Cool Hand Luke, Alien, Escape from New York, Repo Man, Pretty in Pink, Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, and Wild at Heart, the Hollywood Reporter noted. Stanton is one of several stars connected to the Twin Peaks universe who died after taping episodes of the revival Twin Peaks to return more than 2 decades after the original series aired. Stanton, who played Carl Rod, Miguel Ferrer, who played FBI agent Albert Rosenfeld, and Catherine Coulson, who played the Log Lady, appeared in the long-gestating third season, which ran for 18 episodes this past spring and summer. David Bowie reportedly expected to film a cameo on the show, but died in 2016 before he could tape it. His character, FBI agent Philip Jeffers, is referenced in The Return, however. Ferrer, Coulson, and Bowie all died of cancer. Stanton was 91. Miguel Ventimiglia says he avoids dating in the public eye at all costs. The 40-year-old actor explained in an interview with Mr. Potter's Journal that the frenzy over his romance with Hayden Panettiere taught him to keep his relationship private. Ventimiglia says, "I'll never do it again. There are things that happen to you in your life that shape who you are. Everything I've been through, from jobs to friendships and to partnerships, everything has built me to who I am. You learn from it. You learn a better way of doing things." He also added, "It wasn't until my mid to late 20s that the job wears on you, relationships wear on you. But I wouldn't change a thing. When you get knocked over the head in life, it builds your perspective." Ventimiglia and Panettiere, who co-starred on Heroes, were 29 and 18 years old, respectively, when they started dating. Much was made of the relationship until the pair split in 2009 after 2 years together. Panettiere told The Telegraph in 2015, "It was never a case of me making a decision saying I want to date older men." The actress got engaged to boxer Vladimir Chechko, who was 13 years her senior, in 2013. She explains, "I'm drawn to people who make up my game, who brings me up to their level. I want to be with somebody who is more worldly than me, somebody who can give me guidance and is completely secure and comfortable with who they are." Ventimiglia plays Jack Pearson on the NBC series This Is Us, which will return for a second season September 26th. The show co-stars Mandy Moore, Sterling K. Brown, Chrissy Metz, and Justin Hartley. Ariel Winter says estranged mom Crystal Workman sexualized her during her childhood. The 19-year-old actress claimed on the September 13th issue of The Hollywood Reporter that Workman sexualized her appearance from age 7 in an attempt to further her career. Winter revealed, "She dressed me in the smallest miniskirts, sailor suits, low-cut things, the shortest dresses you have ever seen." She added, "People thought I was 24 when I was 12. If there was going to be a nude scene when I was that age, my mom would have been 1,000% would have said 1,000% yes." Winter was legally emancipated from Workman in 2015 after alleging her mom was emotionally and physically abusive. She said in an interview with Good Morning America the next year that she had a really, really hard childhood. The star said of her life with Workman, "It wasn't normal. It wasn't what I should have had." With Workman, who she said pushed very hard for her to succeed in the industry. "It wasn't a supportive, loving home. I had a really tough time." Winter lived with her sister Shailene Workman following her emancipation and moved in with her boyfriend, actor Levi Meaden, this year. She told The Hollywood Reporter she hasn't spoken to Workman in 5 years. The actress said, "Even though I had a better childhood, I wouldn't trade it because it made me who I am today. I still respect the people that hurt me." Comedian Kevin Hart has apologized to his pregnant wife, Eniko Parrish, and his children for an unspecific bad error in judgment he regrets making. Hart wrote on Instagram, "Sending so many apologies to my wife and kids. I got to do better, and I will. I'm not perfect and have never claimed to be. I love you all." The message accompanied a brief video of him further explaining he feels he has a target on my back and knows he did something wrong. He added there are no excuses for his behavior, but also said he is determined not to let someone profit off his mistakes. Hart's representative told TMZ someone tried to set Kevin up in a failed extortion attempt. As law enforcement is involved, we cannot comment further as it could affect the investigation. The Entertainment News website cited unnamed sources as saying in a video edited to look like Hart cheated on his wife is currently making the rounds. Hart denied being unfaithful to Parrish this summer after photos surfaced of the comedian looking cozy with another woman. Hart has 2 children with his ex-wife, Tori Hart. Beyonce went backstage to meet the cast of Dear Evan Hansen, including star Ben Platt, following the showing of the Broadway play. Platt wrote on Twitter, "It happened," alongside a photo of himself having a conversation with the music megastar. Beyonce attended the stage production Thursday at the Music Box Theater in New York City. She was able to see the Tony Award-winning Platt perform before he exited the title role on November 19th. Platt's castmates include Laura Dreyfus and Crystalline Lloyd, also shared photos and videos from Beyonce's visit on social media. Dreyfus wrote on Instagram, "I'm not okay," alongside a group photo featuring a smiling Beyonce in the middle of the cast of Dear Evan Hansen. Lloyd captioned a video on Twitter, "The aftermath," featuring her castmates freaking out about after Beyonce left. Platt recently signed on to guest star in an episode of NBC's upcoming revival season of Will and Grace. And finally, the horror movie It is the #1 movie at the North American box office for a second weekend, earning an additional $60 million in receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in at #2 is American Assassin with $14.8 million, followed by Mother at #3 with $7.5 million, Home Again at #4 with $5.3 million, and The Hitman's Bodyguard at #5 with $3.6 million. Rounding up the top tier are Annabelle Creation, #6 with $2.6 million, Wind River at #7 with $2.6 million, Leap at #8 with $2.1 million, Spider-Man Homecoming at #9 with $1.9 million, and Dunkirk at #10 with $1.3 million. And that's your entertainment report for Monday, September 18th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.